That's a rare legal victory for President Trump, and tell me more about that.
Yeah, it's an interesting ruling. Judge Haymes from the Western District of Pennsylvania wrote up a 43-page opinion, and there's a couple of things that are kind of good news and then a real practical aspect. The good news for the administration is finally have a judge basically saying we're going to give deference to the executive branch. If they designate somebody as part of a terrorist organization, we're not here to undo it. If they say they want to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, we're going to let them do it without a whole lot of scrutiny. And she basically looks at the key provision that everybody got hung up on, which is, can you call this an invasion or can you call this a predatory incursion? That's the magic phrase. When Tren de Aragua comes into the United States like they did. And she basically says, yeah, she looks at like literally litigation from 1812, 1917, and right after World War II, and says this stuff works, but it's not really our job to second guess the executive branch. So that's a good tone. That's a good result. The other thing is, the Supreme Court has said these guys, if they're in the country, established, not at the border, they have a right to some sort of hearing. She puts a time frame on that if that catches fire with other judges, that's going to be a good day for the administration. She says due process is fine if they're given 21 days to at least try to file a habeas motion. They can do that. They can challenge their designation. But those are things that can be handled very quickly by the courthouse. The judge can rule on the pleadings or have a very quick hearing that says, I'm convinced you're Tren de Aragua, goodbye. So I think overall, even though there's a few weeks of lag there, the script that she's written for the process of dealing with these deportations is actually a pretty good one for the administration.
Always good to have your expertise spoken in a way that everyone can understand, and we appreciate that so much.